Alright, let's start with number 15. Find the value of x. The diagram is not to scale. So we're given here the external angle, which is 105 degrees, and this is a straight line. So that means this angle here is 180 minus 105. So what is that? This one is 180 degrees minus 105 degrees. So what is that? Okay, so that's 175. So this is if this is 75 degrees and the sum of the measure of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, therefore x is just 180 degrees minus 72 minus 75. So what is that? 180 minus 70 minus 75. So x is 35 degrees. Hold on. 35. Not 35. Oh, it's 33. Sorry. It's 33 degrees. Alright, yeah. Okay. Number 16. Find the values of x, y, and z. The diagram is not to scale. So we're given the angles here. We solve this first. We solve x. So x is just equal to 180 minus 61 minus 35 degrees. So what is that? 35? Okay, so that is 84 degrees. Then, oh, I can hear Abuela ensalada. She wants salad. Te quiero ensalada. No. ¿Tú quieres ensalada, right? ¿Tú quieres comer ensalada? Yeah, I forgot my my Spanish because I don't use that every day. Okay, x is 84, so that means z is 180. Okay, I'll just put here z is 180 degrees minus 84. $96. Okay, and then now we can solve for y. So y here is just equal to 180 degrees minus 12 degrees minus z, which is 96 degrees. 180 minus 12 minus 96. So this is 72 degrees. Number 17 is the line through points 7, -1 and q, -9 parallel to the line through points. Okay, so let's solve for the slope and we'll check if they're parallel. Okay, so this is number 17. What's that? Point, let me write first. So we have point P for the first line. Okay. line 1, we have point P, -7, -1, and point Q, which is -9, 8. And we have line 2, which have points are -4, 3, and point S, 1, 0. So let's solve for the slope. We have to check whether L sub parallel line 1 is parallel to line 2. Okay, so slope of line 1 is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So this is 8 minus -1 over -9 minus -7. So this is 9 over -9 plus 7 is -2. So this is -9 over 2. Then the slope of line 2, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So this is 0 minus 3, 1 minus -4, -3 over 5. It's -3 over 5. Since the slope of line 1 is not equal to the slope of line 2, therefore line 1 is not parallel to line 2. So not parallel. Okay. So they're not parallel. The slopes are not equal. Then we have number 18. Is the line through points perpendicular? Okay, when we say perpendicular, okay, we don't. Number 18. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, number 17 is, we've already solved number 17. They're not parallel because the slopes are not equal. So the number 18 is the line through points P and Q perpendicular to the line through points R and S. So perpendicular, that means the slope of the second line is just equal to the negative reciprocal of the slope of the first line. So let's solve that here. Number 18. So the points, line 1, point, what's this? -8.5. No, that's 19. Because it's too small, I have to zoom it in. So it's -8, -6. -8, -6, and Q 4, -5, -14, -5. And then line 2, we have R -5, 10, and S -4, 16. So am I right? -8, -6, -14, -5. Then now let's check if line 1 is perpendicular to line 2. The slope should be negative reciprocal of the slope of the other line. So slope here of line 1 is -5 minus -6, 4 minus -8. So this is -5 plus 6, 1. 4 plus 8 is 12. Then what's that? Well, then line 2, 16 minus 0 over -4 minus -5. So this is 16 over -4, 1. Oh, hold on. 1. 8 plus 4. That is -14. My bad. So 14 plus 8 Yeah, negative 14 minus 8. So negative 14 plus 8. Isn't it 6? So this is 1 over 6. Right. It's 1 over 6. Then the other one, we have 16 plus 6. The 16 minus 6. No, 16 minus 0 is 16. Then negative 4 minus negative 5 is negative 4 plus 5. I'll check the points again. So points are negative 8. Oh, negative 8, negative 6. Negative 14, negative 5. Negative 5, 10. It's 10, it's not 0. Then negative 4, 16. So this should be 10. So this is 6. Not bad. So this is 6 over 1. This is negative 1, 6. Alright, okay, so the slope of line 1 here is just is just the negative reciprocal of the slope of line 2. So that means line 1 is perpendicular to line 2. Okay. And then for 19, the vertices of a triangle are PQR, and name the vertices of R x-axis. This means that we reflect the triangle across the x-axis, right? This one, R reflection. So if we reflect this to across the x-axis, so that means we flip the triangle. If this is the triangle, then this is the x-axis, and we flip it, it would look like this. So what will happen here? The x values will be just the same, and then the x values will just be the same, but the y values will be changed. Okay, if we reflect it to the x-axis, so this would become x negative y. Right, so point P here would become P prime would become negative 8, negative 5. Then Q prime would become 2, negative 4. And then R here would become 0, positive 4. Alright. Do you have questions on this? Number 19. Okay. For number 20, the vertices of a triangle are negative 3, negative 5, P, Q, and R. Name the vertices, reflection over the y-axis. So that means reflection over the y-axis. The y values would be the same, but the x-axis, the x-coordinate will be flipped. This would become x, y. So point P here, P prime would become 3, negative 5. Q would become negative 6, 2. And then R would become negative 8, negative 3. Alright? Okay. And then next one, the vertices of a triangle are P, Q, and R. Name the vertices of R, Y equals X. What does this mean? reflection across the r here is also reflection, right? Reflection across y equals x. So reflection across y equals x. So that means we swap the coordinates. So if these are the original coordinates, the reflected coordinates would become y, x. So point P here, prime, would become 1, 2. Then Q would become negative 8, negative 2. And then R would become negative 8, 5. Then for number 22, the vertices of a triangle are P, Q, and R. Name the vertices of R. Y equals negative x. So reflection across the line y equals negative x. Oh, so what will happen here? Which means our coordinates would become, okay, reflected, and then they swap. So it become negative y, negative x, right? Okay. So this would be this blue. So point P here, we swap 8 and negative 4, it will become negative 4, 8. But it will be negative. So it will be negative of negative 4, then negative 8. And then Q here will become negative 3, negative 2. And then R would become negative 4, negative 7. Alright. No questions on number 22? Okay. Then number 23. What is a rule that describes the translation A, B, C, D to A, B, A prime, B prime, and like that to its image? A, B, C, D prime. We count here. Let's say this is, where should we start here? We don't have a fixed value. Yeah. So this is, we don't even have a fixed value. Let's just say 1. Maybe we'll just pick a point. Any point. Or maybe here. Let's say. Maybe this one here. And then this is moved somewhere. No. Maybe somewhere here. And here. By translation, you just move the points. You slide the points. Okay, let's say this is 2, this is 4. Okay, translate. So point A here is just negative 2, 4. Yeah. And translated to, let's say this one, 2, 4. So x is translated how many points? 1, 2, no, 2, 4. 2, 4. And then y is translated to, since it's translated downwards, it should be negative. So there'd be x, y translated to positive x, negative y, because it's downwards. So let's say our x here is negative 2 and y is 4. So this is no, it's negative 4, 4. I thought this is 4, this is 2. Yeah, it's not lined up, right? It should be here, like it should be here, right? And then like that, untranslated. Okay, yeah, it should be there, so we skip that one. Okay, but I got the X. And then number 24. Okay, a carnival ride. Okay, this is rotation. Carnival ride is drawn in a coordinate plane, so the first car is located at 18.18 negative 3. What are the coordinates of the first car after a rotation of 273 degrees about the origin? So if this is, okay, this is the origin, right? The coordinate plane, this is the origin, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. So what will happen to x here? This one, the values of x here and y are positive. Here the value of x is negative, positive y. Here the value of x is negative x and negative y. Yeah, but it says rotation. Okay, so that would be, okay, x, if this is our original point coordinate, that would be y negative x if it rotates. So that means the coordinate would become from 18 to negative 3. This would become negative 3, negative 18. Alright, then for number 25, okay, a carnival ride is drawn on a coordinate plane. So the first car located at 12, negative 5. What are the coordinates of the first car after rotation about 90 degrees about the origin? So 90 degrees about the origin, that means your coordinate would be about the origin. So here 90 degrees about the origin. If you rotate that, that would become negative y x 90 degrees. So 0.12 negative 5 here would become 5, 12. Alright, no questions on this? Number 26. The vertices of triangle LMN are L, M, and N with those points. Find the vertices of N double prime after rotation 180 degrees. Okay, and what's this? T negative 27. Oh, so we find the vertices after the composite transformation, rotation. So we perform from right to left first, and left to right to left. Then we first translate by negative 27, then rotate to negative 27. It says here right to left. So from 49, from negative 9, okay, L prime, that would be M prime, So that would be negative 9 minus 2. Yeah, because we have negative 2 there. This one, a translation first. Then 7 plus 7. So this is negative 11, 14. Then for point M, that is negative 6 minus 2. Then negative 1 plus 7. So this is negative 8, 6. Then for N, that is, we are asked for N. Negative 2 minus 2, 2 plus 7. So this is negative 4, 9. So we are only asked for N. Yeah. N prime. So about the origin, 180 about the origin. So this one is translation, translation by negative 2, 7. Okay. Then we will rotate this about the region. So that means the coordinates x, y would become negative x, negative y, because it says 180 degrees about the origin. So our coordinate of n prime, negative 4, 9 would become n double prime. Can you still see this? I will just write here. N prime negative 4, 9. So n double prime, the rotation would be 4, negative 9. So that is the answer now. The vertices of n double prime after rotation at 180 degrees about the region, translation by negative 2, 7. All right, that was like a bit complicated. So you start with the you start with the translation before you rotate, so it won't be confusing. Then for 27. Okay, why do we have to skip 27? You understood this? You don't have any problem with 27? Alright, so let's move to 28. What is the value of x? Alright, it's indicated here that these two sides, they're equal, so that means the base angles are also equal. This is an isosceles. So x here would be 180 degrees minus 46 minus 46. What is it? 92? Yeah, 88 degrees. Okay, then for 29, okay, 29. What is the value of x? Okay, it's indicated that this one is, the legs are congruent. So this one is 101. Okay, 89. And they are equal to this one. Yes, you're right. So you divide by 2. It's 79, not 89. Yeah, this is 79. Divide 2. So that is 39.5 degrees. Alright, So we're done answering all of this page. Let's move on to the next page. You can choose another page. Find the values of x and y. X and y. So this one, this side is they share a common side, so that means this is 65, right? And then it says this one is congruent to this, so this is also y degrees. X should be 90 degrees, this one 90 degrees. Then y is 180 minus 90. Okay, 180 minus 90 minus 65. What is that? I got 25 degrees. Okay, then for 31, given triangle QRS is congruent to TUV. QS, okay, let's just draw the triangles, because we don't have a triangle here, right? That one. You're trying to draw? Yeah, you were trying to draw it. Then, okay, so let's say this is QRS and this is TUV. They are congruent. And it says QS is 3V plus 2 and TV is 7V minus 6. Find the length of QS and TV. So what are we gonna do here? Since the two triangles are equal, so that means QS is equal to TV, right? So we just equate them. 3V plus 2 equals 7V minus 6. Then we group like terms. 3V minus 7V equals negative 6 minus 2. So this is negative 4V equals negative 8 over negative 4. We divide negative 4. So V is equal to 2. Then we solve for QS. So QS is 3 times 2 plus 2. So this is 6 plus 2 is 8 and is equal to TV. So QS and TV is just equal to 8. Okay, then number 32. 32, let's use another color, a different color. Okay. Oh, find angle ABC. This one, this angle here. So it's indicated that angle ABC is congruent to what? So angle ABC is congruent to this one, because this one, this side is congruent to this side is congruent to this side is congruent to this, and angle C is congruent to angle P, angle A is congruent to angle M. Therefore, angle B is congruent to angle P and M, or M and P, or angle M and P. Alright? No questions on that, in that one? Number 33, name the theorem or postulate that lets you immediately conclude that triangle ABD is congruent to CBD. So we're given here two legs congruent, common side, and right angles. What do you mean angle bisector? Remember the theorems, SSS, SAS. We have side included angle, So there'll be side, angle, side. Angle bisector is here. It doesn't bisect an angle. Okay, so SAS. Then 34. Name theorem. Okay, we have angle, angle, common side. What is this? Angle, angle, common side. Angle, angle, side. No, angle, angle, side. There's no ASS. What are you doing? It's only SSS, SAS, AAS, HL. What's the other one? ASA. So this one is AAS. The next one, number 35. Name the theorem or postulate that lets you. Okay, this one. We have angle, side, angle. So that means ASA. Angle, side angle, triangle, congruence. Okay, no questions in that. Then number 36, we have okay, the hypotenuse, they are equal, congruent, and then the leg, we have a common side here. So hypotenuse, leg. Okay, hypotenuse, leg, congruence. Then for number 37, okay, justify the last two steps of the proof. Given RS is congruent to UT, and then RT is congruent to US. Prove the triangle RST. Okay, they share a common side here, ST. ST is congruent to ST by reflexive property of congruence. So the final here would be side, side, side. So SSS. The two triangles are congruent by SSS. Then for 38, oh, it should be here. Reflexive property of congruence. Then SSS. Okay, 38. Q is equidistant from the sides of angle TSR. Okay, this is angle TSR. Find the measure of angle RST. This one. The diagram is not to scale. Okay, so it's given here that, okay, this one, TQ is congruent to QR, and then QS is congruent to QS, and this is they are right triangles. QS congruent to QS. Therefore, the angles, I think this is angle bisector, right? So angle TSR is congruent to angle QSR. The one we're going to find is this one, the whole angle RST. Yeah. So we found X, and the angles here, they're just equal to 33 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle RST is just equal to the measure of angle TSR plus measure of angle QSR. So that is 33 plus 33 degrees, which is 66 degrees. Okay, then 39. Here. This is similar. So DF bisects EDG. Find the value of X. Right? EF, side EF is just congruent to side FG. Now we can solve for X. So that is 4X plus 30 equals 9X. So 4X minus 9X equals negative 30. Then negative 5X equals negative 30. Divide by negative 5. So X is equal to 6. So the answer here is 6. Okay, no questions on this? Alright, so we go to the next page. Number 40, 42, 44. Okay. Which three lengths could be the lengths of the sides of a triangle? So how do we do this? Okay, so the sum of the two sides should be larger than the longest side. So the first one, the longest side is 22. 8 plus 15 should be equal to 22. Here, 6 plus 8 should be equal to 19. And 11 plus 6 should be equal to 23. Then 15 plus 6. Now, should be greater than, not equal, greater than 21. So 8 plus 15. That is 23. Then 8 plus 6 is 14. This is 17. And 15 plus 6 is 21. So not greater than, only this one. So the answer is letter A. Alright. Which of the following must be true? AB less than BC. Where is BC? Here. AB is less than BC. AC is less than FH. BC is less than FH. BC is less than FH. Then AC is equal to FH. Yeah, that's strange. Which one here? It says that this one, AB, is congruent to HG. To HG. Then BC is congruent to FG. So that means AC is congruent to FH. But they have different angles, see? I think they are just they are similar triangles. Because this one is 36, this is 70. So the FH is greater than AC. Yeah, this one. So this one should be the answer, letter B. Then 42. Name the smallest angle of triangle ABC. So the smallest angle should be opposite of the shortest side. Smallest angle, angle B, because this is the shortest side, it's opposite. Yeah, so angle B. In 43, in triangle ACE, G is the centroid, BE is 12, find BG and GE. So this is okay. So GE is longer than BG, right? So GE is just equal to 2/3 of BE. Then BG is 1/3 of BE. So what is that? 8. This is 8. 12 divided by 3, this is 4. So that's how you do that if you're given this a centroid problem. So the longer side of the median is just 2/3 of the length of the median, and the shorter side is 1/3 of the length of the median. Alright, no questions? Number 44. What is the value of x? Identify the missing justifications. Measure of angle PQR, this one is x minus 9. SQR is x plus 7. And PQS is 100. So we can just add them. Yeah? X minus 9 plus x plus 7 equals 100. So this is 2x minus 2 equals 100. 2x equals 100 plus 2 is 102 divided by 2. So x is just equal to, what is 102 divided by 2? It's 51. It's here. Okay. Measure of angle angle addition. Do this one. Angle addition. Postulate. Then substitution. Then you simplify. Then okay, what property is that? Addition. Property of equality. Okay, we did everything, right? The rest of the worksheets, you don't have questions on this?